Yo, welcome back to VLR with Justin and Ulam. I've wound us back through time far enough to be able to do the puzzle correctly, since last time I jumped the gun a little incorrectly and assumed that we would have this screen after I had advanced through some text. So, we're going to start by putting red boxes around around where these numbers are. If I'm remembering the way the puzzle is supposed to work correctly, we're going to start on the first letter, and then each of these numbers is the gap before you highlight the next letter. So right now we're in a red box, and then we're going to write them out. That way, when we advance to the next thing with the actual code entry, we won't be left high and dry. So 1 to 9, so then from there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. May have to move the thing to see. I think that's a P, but we'll have to check. So that's first 4. Then 4 from that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. 5 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1. Alright, so having trouble actually highlighting that. So it looks like it's, yeah, assuming that's a P. Yeah, completed. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and write that out here right quick. Oop, I have to write it in red so that we, well, let's use the third. Yeah. Ted. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, we'll have 6 chances to succeed. Fail game is over. Code sheet won't be displayed when you input your answer, so what's the point of 6 chances? Whatever. Remember the key is that. Close the window, take it in, input screen, yes. Alright, so now what? What is that? Yeah, but so how does that help?
Completed? Are you sure?
Yes. Ah, hold on. Alright, so if memory serves, it's been, again, about a week since the last recording. Completed was a message left on that cipher that was dropped just under bomb number 3. So, perhaps that means that there are only 3 bombs, and that he left that as a calling card to say the job. It still doesn't really make a ton of sense. Did exactly what you told me to do. Word I got is completed. Well, actually, it's completed. The code and letters repeat every 2 lines, of course.
Well, I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you.
I'm definitely certain.
I wonder what completed is supposed to mean, though.
Well, that the job is completed, one assumes, but aside from the obvious, you mean? I'm guessing here it means mission complete. So that's what the transmitter was for. Yeah, that still doesn't explain why he didn't, like... Why was that intentionally left there? Under pretty much any circumstances. Unless it wasn't. Which still begs the question, how do you mess that up?
What are you talking about? What transmitter?
Oh, that was supposed to be in my head. Suddenly my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. Okay, which ones? Just generically all of them, or selectively some of them? Alright, well at least this one importantly. Yeah, so...
Oh, Holy Father, my sacred wishes,
so...
these 2 in your name.
Yeah, so now he knows that it's Dio, so what? Damn it, why hadn't I realized it before? I could remember a series of numbers, but not this? At least I remembered it now. Dio was a member of the Myrmidons, and not just any member, he was their leader. That means he had to be the one who planted the bombs.
Hey, are you listening to me? Then
Yeah.
answer my question. What the hell was that? What's this about a transmitter?
I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. More than likely, she'd just think I was insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information.
Wait.
You still need to answer her.
Don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons.
If I was, do you really think I'd reveal myself like this? Out of nowhere, Clover appeared. At least better than out of nowhere, Dio appeared. Oh,
there
maybe
you are.
it's
I've
not
been looking
better.
all over for you. We're all down in the floor B warehouse.
Okay.
Well, all of us but Luna and Quark.
Why?
Oh! Well, we still got 45 minutes.
I know that.
Oh, okay, hey. Wait a minute. I thought UK and Cord didn't know about the white doors.
Tenmyoji told us about them. He said he'd show us where they were. So we all followed
Yeah, so
him.
why'd you run
I'm
here to
assuming
get
you
us?
left Quark with Luna?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Anyway,
the implication. But
when
yeah.
we showed up, Phi and Kay were already there.
And?
Well, all of a sudden, Phi, Tenmyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
About?
Why? Did something happen?
Okay. Last AB game had been the cause of their fight. Okay, so yeah, Tenmyoji would make some sense. Okay, so yeah, it's them from, well, they were the previous group. I guess Tenmyoji just then found out about the whole Super Betray situation. Even though Tenmyoji only won BP, yeah, Phi had chosen Betray, so yeah, he had found out about that, was pretty pissed. Started fighting since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged in too. Okay.
That
yeah.
seems odd. I only had one BP too.
Ugh, just
Well-
come with me. Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
True.
Coming.
But do you really think Tenmyoji's gonna do anything about it? Phi, I don't know. I might not put getting aggressive past Phi, but... Well, the music stopped as soon as we entered, so that's not a good sign. All four of them were still there when we arrived. Alright, seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. Felt like I'd stepped into a room full of flammable gas. Even the smallest spark could turn the whole place into a raging inferno. Especially now that you know that Dio's the one who planted the bombs. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight with his hand balled into a fist at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and then headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the room. Should still probably have let her know before you got into this room. I think I figured out who the Myrmidon is. Maybe not tell her exactly who, but like, let her know that you think you're on to something. Clover told me what's going on. This whole thing is stupid. You need to knock it off.
What about this is stupid? We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick.
And her life. But yeah, yelling at her people in this solve the problem. Best friends to do right now is trust each other and get through this. Wow. Really, Sigma? You are the worst motivational speaker.
Hard to trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to
Point
you.
out, yeah, I know.
Told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was gonna do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
I couldn't just leave
Oh,
Quark
for crying out
alone.
loud, Phi.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray? Did you even think that through? What? I was supposed to pick Ally? If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
I could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally.
Please, that's enough from both of you. Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own.
Perhaps. But I think that's better than merely killing someone.
Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
Sure. Yeah, enough already. Although it's really Sigma, you have no right to be getting this extra frustrated at them. Yeah, Sigma has been, so far in this round at least, the worst at diffusing things. But and so he roars with fury, and his voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. Everyone fell silent. Didn't know how long the silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. How much of it all? Dio's right there. There's only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation. Guys, listen to me. We really don't have time for this. I was met with a number of glares, but I soldiered on. See, the thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs.
What?
Are you really at all sure that this is... Okay.
Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Good luck here, Sigma. This is going to be an uphill battle. Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it
Well,
is.
spit it out then.
Please, explain what's going on here.
Alright. K, please apprehend Dio. I don't think I need to. They're going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes. Oh, really? How is he gonna... Alright, how's he figure that? You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Uh-huh. Why? Or I guess I should say Dio's mouth. But then you just go and tell them anyway. What's your point? Okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, okay, so now you've pointed the finger to what end?
What are you on? You think I set those bombs?
The correct response to your signal is no, I know you set those bombs.
Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal.
And apparently I think you're the one who's going to provide it? I'm not accusing you. I'm just stating a fact.
Where the hell did you get that fact?
Uh-huh. So, fun as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. So you did not walk into this having a plan, then? He just played dumb, he was good at it, and I'd get nothing, yeah? So, gonna have to trick him. How? Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
Free the Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company?
Alright, good job playing dumb again. Don't play dumb, Dio. Or should I call you left? Brother ordered me to come here, okay, to keep an eye on you. This isn't interesting. It was quick, but just for a moment I saw his eyes twitch. I leapt on that moment of weakness like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine, skepticism is understandable. Admirable, even. But perhaps this will convince you. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dio about Brother's background, how his younger brother left had been murdered, mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person. So, still not convinced? How about this? Blah! Do a little prime factor decomposition on that, you'll get blah to the third power. If I'm not who I say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
No, that's not possible.
Finally. So, let's start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch your every move. It seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
No! You're lying!
I assure you I'm not. But if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside and call him yourself with your transmitter?
No! No! You have to be lying! Brother trusts me! That's why he chose me for this mission! Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he...
Huh? Sorry, what was that?
Why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if...
Yeah, but I've still essentially outed myself, and Alice is the only one who's even maybe gonna believe that I was making it up as a ploy. I grinned.
Wait. What the hell?
Yeah, you still... Because Sigma still doesn't have an actual good excuse for why he knows this other than his made-up story.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, Dio. I've never even seen
What the hell was all that? How did you know all those things?
Yeah, still question needed. Dunno, maybe I was divinely inspired over crying out loud. I don't think anyone's gonna accept it either.
What's going on?
What are these Myrmidons?
Oh, you maybe should have explained that before, because yeah, his confession means nothing to the majority of them right now. Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Tenmyoji quickly explained to Fine K about the memory card and the number 2 bomb. Oh, so it was only the number 2 bomb that we'd found there. And about the code we'd found that was from a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons.
So you mean to say someone from the Myrmidons planted the bombs?
And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Yeah.
Bastards. I'll never forgive you.
I heard a low, furious muttering behind me and turned to see Alice, her lips pulled back into a snarl.
I am going to kill you!
Her voice rose to a scream as she charged toward Dio. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket.
Whoa there. I like my women a little feisty, but you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
What?
You see this? You know what it is, don't you?
Why isn't it a dead man switch?
Oh my god. Is that the detonator?
Exactly. And I assume you know what happens if I press this button?
Yeah, see, it should be a dead man switch where he's already pressed the button, now it only goes off if he lets go without deactivating it.
Yes. I think I
Because now all we have to do is get it out of his hand and it's fine.
I'm guessing it'll set off both of the bombs.
Well, I wouldn't say both.
You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found?
Minimum.
Correct. And there's one more, too.
No. There are 4 bombs?
Exactly. I planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3, but there's also one more.
That wasn't
Bomb
planted by
number
him? 0.
Add all that up, and you're
Curious.
looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. Those go off, and it's all over. That's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a smoking crater.
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you too.
So, I'm ready for that.
I'm pretty sure that he's certainly at this point. He's going to now try to maneuver his way into getting out of here with this as the threat.
I've got spares.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
Yeah.
The clones. I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
Let's go, Clover. Show him all that training wasn't for nothing.
I'm sorry, you want her to disarm him? Alright, good luck! Before I had a chance to ask them what they were thinking, they moved, alright?
Die, you bastard! Yeah!
She roared and leapt toward Dio, Clover following just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face as he dodged her. Clover spun out from behind her and successfully nabbed it. Dio grunted and turned to focus on Alice, but Clover had darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand, which would have immediately killed us if it was a dead man switch.
Clover, get him!
Part of why it probably should have already been.
Right! Sigma, catch!
Oh, that's a dumb idea. But okay, sure. Before I could respond, Clover had thrown the detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it to my chest.
Damn it! Stop!
Yeah,
Let me
this
go!
is ridiculous.
Let go of me, you asshole!
Alright, well... Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. Oh, that's lucky. Strangely, though, once they had a hold of him, he stopped struggling. I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck in the mouth of a lion. Had he surrendered, or did he have some trick up his sleeve? It didn't feel right. I didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. Oh, maybe it was a dead man switch and they were just misleading us the whole time. Yeah, the detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash.
Ha!
What?
Serves you right.
What are you laughing at?
You! Her! All of you! God, you're stupid.
What?
Yeah.
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off.
How is it tracking that? How is it doing that? I assure you, any way that it's tracking how far from Dio it is, it would be so much easier to just have it be a dead man switch.
We figured someone might try to take it away, so since you two were kind enough, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer.
That's also kind of dumb. Just instantly detonate.
Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what.
Well, no, unless we can put in the codes, which I don't think we have access to just yet in this timeline, or any other timeline. I think we have the code for, like, maybe one of them, but... Or no, actually, do we not have... I think, yeah, we might have... Yeah, we have the codes for two of them, but which is still not enough. And we know one of them... We know the code for the number 1 bomb, and then we have another code which undoubtedly goes to... Oh, right, but then there's the 0 bomb. So actually, yeah, we absolutely do not have enough. Although maybe if we clear... Assuming that he's placed all 4 in order to spread the damage out across the entire facility, if we take out the number 1 bomb and stay near it, it's possible that maybe the damage to the rest of the facility will still leave the area in the 1 undetonated bomb's radius relatively safe enough, although probably not. Though it's still, if that's the question, begs the question, why bother trying to blow the whole facility up instead of just putting 1 bomb, detonating it, and causing the whole facility to not necessarily all be destroyed, but all be, what's the word I'm looking for here? Compromised, essentially. How long do we have?
About
Why would
30
he?
minutes.
Why would? This is so extra.
30 minutes.
Oh no.
My condolences.
What can we do to stop them?
I
Why
told
would
you
he
that
tell
already.
you?
First, we need the device that allows us to input information.
Probably that.
Then we
transmitter,
plug it
I would
into
assume.
each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey, Alice. Who the hell are you? How do you know
How
all
has
this?
he not figured that out yet?
None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device
If he's
is.
the leader of the Myrmidons, he should know who their top enemies would be, including at least the given other government organizations. And then beyond that, if he's the leader of the Myrmidons, he should probably know some of the top heads of each of those organizations, which should include Alice. Well as probably Clover, considering she was caught as... They set up a specific sting operation in order to try to capture Clover that once.
Well,
It's
that's
reasonable
none
that
of
he
your
should
damn
probably
business.
know about some of them. Alright, so now, yeah, he's trying to...
Fuck! Stop! You're gonna break it!
Of course, that's the plan.
Please, stop!
Just tell me what I want to know.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's in my coat. The right-hand pocket.
We should really get someone to secure
Clover,
that other hand.
check it
but-
out,
Oh,
right.
or that works, I guess, too. She nodded, started digging through his pockets after a few minutes.
It's no use. There's nothing here.
Did you lie to me?
No, I swear. Keep looking.
Oh, wait, there is something in here.
That took you several minutes to come up with that? Pulled her hand from his pocket and held it out. Really? Is that a pill? Like, for medicine?
Hey, what is...
Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here.
Not in range of his hand. Clover frowned and moved closer to you, holding the pill out toward him. Yeah, and he grabbed it. Suddenly, he moved his right hand, sneaking out to grab the pill from her hand. He shoved it into his mouth. Yeah, cyanide. Almost immediately, he grimaced in pain.
Shit!
Yeah, that was
What?
absolutely just clown
What
levels
was
of
that?
logic there.
Poison, I guess.
Yeah.
Damn, how could I be so stupid?
Yeah, really? But whatever. Yeah, let go of him. His eyes rolled up into his head. Flecks of spittle began to trickle out from the corners of his mouth. Grabbed him by the hair and shook. Where's the input device? Really does
Lost
not.
it.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Although it would be fascinatingly ironic if that was actually him hinting that it's in the couch upstairs, considering he decided to make all that commentary about the couch on that route, which I don't think is this route.
Fine.
And also, why would it have ever even been brought into the facility unless he needs it in order to set up the bombs?
Don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead?
It doesn't matter.
Deactivate. Fine. Not gonna do you. I'll tell you. But you only get one.
Unfortunately, still
This is the deactivation code
Ah!
for bomb 3.
Which should be able to guarantee that this other one is either 2 or 0.
Ready? LXQ LHC NMR.
LXQ. LHC. NMR. Alright. Oh, it's not bad. He didn't even seem to hear me, of
My
course not.
body will.
Yeah, shut up. His voice was weak and more foam was dribbling out of his
Such
mouth.
a
Shut up.
brother.
Those were the last words Dio spoke. Good. Died with a strange, happy smile, and I don't think that we have what it takes to move beyond this presently.
Only this is bad.
Whoops. She said he only posed password for one of the bombs, and it would be pointless for me to reveal that I have the passwords to 2 of the others, because that's the least one.
What are we gonna do?
Also, we don't even know the location of the 3rd or the 0. I don't know.
How much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Good
When
counting.
you told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It
Smart
said
move,
exactly
eh?
30 minutes.
Boy, that's convenient.
You mean
Didn't
the
even need to
bombs
do
are
any
gonna
math.
go off the same time the next set of doors opens?
Yeah, which means that if we do have the ability to shut off the bombs, we would still almost certainly have time to get back for the doors anyway, because we should absolutely not be leaving any of the bombs until their countdown is less than 5 minutes.
Yes.
If we can help it.
The time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
Convenient, but like I said, I think this is about to run into a hard stop because we only have 3 of the passwords and we don't know which one of the considering of the bomb codes we've gotten, we don't know what one of them goes to, and the other 2 times we've gotten codes, it's directly told them which bomb they go to. I'm guessing that means the one we didn't get a number for is probably the 0 bomb then, considering that one Dio acted like he hadn't planted, which begs the question how to get here, but anyway.
This isn't good. I was
Nope.
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close.
Yeah, what are we able to escape through the white doors? Well, it does that, and the white, who knows where that lasts. They're probably not safe there either.
So,
Yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
So that's why they were... But again, so she was thinking also, can we get into a part of the facility that won't be affected by bombs? But again, we just had it confirmed to us that there are 2 locations with bombs we don't know. So we really have no way. And Dio certainly seemed to be of the impression himself that he has covered enough of the whole area that nowhere is safe. So it's reasonably safe to assume that he's correct.
Well, there's
and
no
nowhere
point
is
just
safe
standing
without,
around.
Disarming.
We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device.
Yeah. And the remaining 2 bombs.
Right.
we also need passwords for all the bombs other than number
Right.
3.
Sigma may mention
Exactly.
here that he does have more
Hold
of
on,
them.
let me check.
Nope, he's not mentioning it yet anyway. She knelt down, quickly checked his pockets and sleeves, sat back on her heels frustrated. Well,
Damn,
honestly,
he's clean.
yeah, strip him, check the inside lining of the coat, yada yada.
Then we'll just
He
have to
could be
hope we
hiding more
find it
stuff,
somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go
whatever.
tell Luna what's happened?
Right.
Does she really need to know?
I'm on
This
it.
is
Good.
kind of
The rest of you,
bad enough
we can
that
do
maybe
this.
we just move on.
Let's go.
Luna's in a reasonable place. No real need to worry her. We all took off at a run, heading to different parts of the building. But all of our searching turned up nothing. Yeah, of course. As I switched, the clock kept ticking. Alright, down to 15. This is only 10. Oh, okay, then down to that, and then down to 5, and then... yeah. Then at last, the chromatic doors opened. And the bombs went off.
Chromatic 5 minutes.
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven or to hell? Thought barely had time to flare through our mind before everything went white. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. I mean, actually, you did in the 30 minutes prior. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How did we end up this way? Then a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thoughts. Alright, what's particularly curious about that is that for this to not just be an end, but to allow us past, it's going to have to put us back in somewhere before this, so something's odd here. Consciousness slipped away in bottomless pool of darkness, only the void. Yes, this is an end, right? Ah, this is specifically Alice end. Curious. So yeah, no, actually, by this being specifically Alice end, yeah, this end was always only ever going to not allow us through and going to kill us, but give us one of the codes we need. So presumably this other one that takes a very similar, though not, whoops, oh nuts, not this again. Nope. Take me back to the memo. Take me back to the flowchart. There we go. So, yeah, a similar... well, although, yeah, this is an entirely different first choice of Ally versus Betray before then reaching this entire branch. Which, coincidentally, is also where we're about to go. So, what's the question we're going to be answering next episode? Where did Alice go? Oh! I guess we know that now, seeing as how we found her this other time. Alright, so that answers that a little bit. Which we'll then be able to follow up with an Ally or Betray game. Well, I assume. Has it always been Ally to the left? Ally, Betray, Ally, Betray, Ally, Betray. Yes! Actually, on that note, considering how much longer the Ally route looks like, I think that for the first time on this route, we're actually going to go ahead and intentionally do the Betray route first in order to hopefully get that shorter thing and then go ahead and proceed down there. So, that from the looks of things, that'll probably constitute about half an episode, and half will probably only get us to about one of these squares, and we'll have to finish the rest out in a subsequent episode. So, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.